I watched Bargain Block, okay? I said, fine, let me learn about Detroit. And I learned so much about Detroit. There's like 100 neighborhoods. I'm still learning.
She lit up every screen with her laughter, charm, and unshakable spirit. But away from Bargain Block's cameras, Shea Hicks-Whitfield carried a weight so heavy it broke hearts when revealed. What seemed like joy was shadowed by sorrow. This is not just the story of a realtor, it's the tragedy that left fans in tears. A story of gratitude and representation. In the television industry, many people come and go, but occasionally someone leaves behind more than just memories. Shea Whitfield was a shining star on HGTV's Bargain Block for 5 unforgettable years, bringing warmth, charm, and authenticity to every episode. Viewers were drawn not only to the houses and designs, but also to her gentle energy. As the much-loved series nears its last season, Shea has stepped back to reflect on her journey and remind everyone why she was so important. It all started when Shea posted on Instagram, speaking calmly and smiling, sharing something personal with her followers who have supported her. Instead of reading from a script or notes, she spoke from her heart. She started her message by asking if her followers had a moment for her story. It wasn't a big dramatic goodbye like some TV personalities might do. Instead, it was sincere and relatable. Her initial words expressed thanks. She talked about the individuals who had been following Bargain Block from the beginning, those who had supported her, those who had sent her letters, and those who had met her in person. To Shea, these encounters were not insignificant. She described them as moments that made her feel as though she were observing from afar, unable to comprehend the genuine love people had for her. Out of all the experiences she had, one particular encounter had a special place in her heart, and it was this story that she decided to tell. She remembered a day when she was showing a house in the suburbs to possible buyers. It was a typical workday in real estate, calm, consistent, nothing special. But then, a car slowed down near her. A woman from the driver's seat leaned out and said her name. She wanted to know if she was Shea from the show she enjoyed watching. Shea, with a familiar smile, confirmed that she was indeed Shea. The next thing that occurred made this ordinary interaction special. The woman said her daughter loved the show, not just for the houses or the designs, but because of Shea herself. Then the car door opened, and an 11-year-old girl got out. The little girl was thrilled when she met Shea. She did not just see Shea as a TV host, but as someone she aspired to be like. Shea knelt down to talk to her, grateful for her support despite the show being mainly for adults. Shea was surprised and touched to see a young fan who loved the show. The girl's mother's words had a powerful impact on Shea. She was told that her daughter admired her, found inspiration in seeing her on screen, and now wanted to work in real estate because of her. Shea cherished these words in her heart, along with another detail that affected her even more profoundly. She noticed that the girl resembled her younger self, specifically an 11-year-old version of herself. It wasn't just admiration, but a strong connection. In that instant, Shea grasped the significance of her presence on TV. Being represented was important, especially for kids to see someone similar to them pursuing their dreams. It was crucial for young girls to feel seen, know their aspirations were achievable, and realize that many opportunities lay ahead for them. This wasn't just a casual story or a nice moment, it was the central theme of Shea's goodbye message. She emphasized the importance of representation to her followers. That was the main point she wanted to convey. It was the legacy she wished to be remembered for. Her message was particularly impactful because it coincided with the disappointment of Bargain Block not being renewed for another season. This news hit fans hard, who felt the void immediately. To many, the cancellation meant more than just the end of a TV show. It was like losing a cherished, comforting place. The removal of Bargain Block was also part of a trend of diverse shows on HGTV being canceled. Disappointment spread on social media as people expressed their sadness and frustration over the cancellation of the shows. Many viewers shared how much the shows meant to them. Parents emphasized the importance of their children seeing people who looked like them succeed on TV. Some criticized the network, asking for more diverse stories and voices to be showcased. Other HGTV stars also backed up Shea's statement, agreeing that representation is vital and not just a trendy term. Ty Pennington, who is famous for his friendly demeanor on Rock the Block, showed his support. Egypt Sherrod, whose show Married to Real Estate had also finished, agreed with Shea, emphasizing the significance of having diverse stories shared. Together, voices on the platform united to bid farewell to the cherished show and highlight the importance of Shea's words. Shea doesn't see the end of Bargain Block as the end of her journey. When she said goodbye, she did not feel bitter. She felt hopeful. Even though the cameras are no longer filming and there are no new episodes, the message she shared will still have an impact. Fans will keep watching old episodes, reliving their favorite scenes, and remembering the lessons from the show. But most importantly, they will remember the importance of representation and know that younger generations are paying attention. Her story about the young girl was not just about one fan, but it represented something larger. It was about all the children watching TV and dreaming of belonging in the worlds they see. It was about kids needing to believe that their dreams can come true. When someone like Shea appears on screen, she demonstrates that their dreams are achievable. Her goodbye message touched people's hearts because it was filled with emotion, warmth, and motivation. It wasn't just about her job, it was about how her mere presence had a positive impact on others. When she interacted with the young girl, she realized that she had gone beyond just being a host. She had become a symbol of hope and potential. Fans will be saddened by the end of Bargain Block, but Shea's influence will continue even after the show is over. Her legacy will become more powerful because it now holds a message that can be shared and remembered. People will remember her story about a young girl and how she saw herself in that child's eyes, as well as her important message that representation is significant. Television is always changing with shows that come and go, networks switching around, but there are some things that never change. The feeling of gratitude, the sense of inspiration, and the importance of representation are timeless. Shea Whitfield's journey on Bargain Block shows that even after a show ends, the influence of someone's presence lasts long after the screen turns off. Fans are excited to see what Shea decides to do next. They believe that whatever she chooses will have the same genuine and truthful qualities she has always displayed. In the meantime, they will cherish the last gift she gave them, a story about a young girl that reflects her experiences and serves as a reminder that all children deserve to see their dreams come true. When the dance stopped. The Bargain Block set was always filled with laughter, joy, and special moments that brought everyone closer. It was like a family both on and off camera. Even as the show was coming to an end, the spirit of those moments remained strong. Shea Hicks-Whitfield, a very popular star from the show, chose to reminisce about a special moment that highlighted the amazing experience. On Friday, September 5th, she shared an old video from the filming of Season 4 on her Instagram. The clip showed Shea, Keith Bynum, Evan Thomas, and the dedicated crew turning a regular workday into something magical. Music started playing, and everyone started dancing joyfully. No one had planned it, there were no rehearsals, just genuine happiness. Shea expressed her gratitude with warmth and love, thanking her friends, colleagues, and fans for their unwavering support. She appreciated those who joined her spontaneous dance parties, brought light into her days, and turned work into joy. Most importantly, she was grateful for the loyal viewers who had stayed tuned in over the years. Shea's message serves as a sweet reminder that the true treasure of Bargain Block goes beyond the houses, designs, and renovations. It lies in the bond shared between people. The video showed how close Shea, Keith, and Evan were. Shea was wearing a light pink blouse, jeans, and floral boots that reflected her happy nature. She danced with Keith and Evan as the crew joined in the fun. They were celebrating being together, not for any other reason. The dancing scene took place while filming an episode that aired on September 3rd. In that episode, Keith and Evan were renovating an Art Deco home in Detroit. The outfit Shea wore during the dance was the same one she wore when showing them the pre-renovated home. Connecting the memory to the episode viewers saw, fans showed their love for Shea in the comments on her post. Many mentioned they would miss the show a lot. One fan said they were excited for Shea's upcoming projects. Another fan expressed how the show was like family to them. They felt the work in Detroit was more than just fixing houses, it was about revitalizing communities. Some people went as far as claiming that Bargain Block was the greatest show ever on HGTV. They appreciated how it focused on revitalizing communities and making a real difference rather than relying on unnecessary drama. Many fans were devastated by the news of the show's cancellation. They are hopeful that another network will pick up the show so that its impactful message isn't lost. Keith Bynum, who is known for being open with fans, previously discussed in June how the ending came about. The 5th season was approved in December. Plans were made, ideas were developed, and everyone was excited. However, in February, the decision was reversed and the show was canceled. Despite feeling let down, Keith shared his feelings honestly. The end of Bargain Block on TV was just one of many renovation shows that were canceled on HGTV. Other shows like Married to Real Estate, Izzy Does It, and Battle on the Beach also came to an end. Fans of these shows felt like they were saying goodbye to a beloved style of storytelling. In July, Keith opened up on Instagram about his feelings. He mentioned how he was excited to watch the last episode. He acknowledged that it would likely be emotional, but also a fresh start. Keith emphasized that he, Evan, and Shea were prepared for the next chapter in their lives. To them, the end marked not only closure, but also a new beginning. They were aware that the unknown future held potential for excitement. In August, Keith thought about things again. He was thankful that they were able to end their time on HGTV on a positive note. Stopping the show was not their choice, and they felt anger, sadness, and frustration at times. What helped them get through it all was the constant support of their fans. The fact that so many people cared and were upset like they were gave Keith, Evan, and Shea the motivation to move on. From a difficult situation, a spark of hope emerged. Bargain Block meant a lot to the cast and crew. It was more than just a TV show to them. It was a tale of creativity, strength, and emotion. Detroit wasn't just a setting, it was the heart of the show. Each house that Keith and Evan renovated held the essence of a neighborhood, the energy of a community, and the hope of a new beginning for families. Shea, with her lively personality and care for others, added a welcoming touch to every home tour and discussion. As a team, they inspired viewers to see the potential in every situation. The old dance video Shea posted wasn't just for fun during filming. It symbolized finding joy even during tough times, like tight deadlines. It demonstrated that positivity and friendship can prevail in any situation. The feedback from fans reflected a strong connection. They were more than just viewers. They were considered part of the Bargain Block family. They had enjoyed the show, appreciated the changes, and were moved by the commitment to improving neighborhoods. As the final season came to an end, they were eager to see what would happen to the characters they had come to care for. Shea's thankfulness, Keith's thoughts, and Evan's calmness showed a clear image. Although Bargain Block was coming to an end, it wasn't a farewell. It was just a break before the next big journey. Their journey would keep going, maybe on a different TV channel or in a different way, but always with the same passion that made the show unique. As the last episodes were shown, viewers felt a mix of emotions. They were excited yet sad, realizing it was the end of something special. Despite this, they also felt proud of the team's accomplishments, proud of the positive impact they had on Detroit, and proud of how they gracefully ended the show with dignity, honesty, and love. The Bargain Block show was always centered around change. Neglected houses were revived, quiet streets were filled with potential, and viewers saw not just renovations, but a message of hope. This message persisted even as the show came to an end. Shea's dance symbolized everything perfectly. It was a cheerful moment that showed their unity as a team. The farewell was filled with happiness and thankfulness, and a promise of new beginnings. Tiny but tough baby Bo's journey. Shea Hicks-Whitfield's baby boy's story, sadness, resilience, and boundless love. Fans of HGTV's Bargain Block were thrilled to follow Shea's pregnancy journey during the filming of the show's second season. Shea collaborated closely with hosts Keith Bynum and Evan Thomas during this period, shining with her presence as she carried her unborn child. Viewers eagerly anticipated the announcement of her baby's birth, which would bring even more joy to the story of a cherished member of the cast. In the summer of 2022, Shea and her husband Terry Whitfield finally had their long-awaited moment when they welcomed their son Bo James on July 29th. Their hearts were full of joy as they held their newborn baby for the first time. A few days later, on August 4th, they shared the news on Instagram, announcing the safe arrival of baby Bo, who weighed 7 pounds and 15 ounces. It was a day of happiness, smiles, and celebrating the new life in their family. The new parents were happy, but they also received some difficult news the same day they shared their joy with everyone. Their son, who appeared perfect and tiny, was facing a challenging battle that would test their emotions and resilience. Weeks after, on September 30th, Shea bravely shared with her community by posting a sweet family photo and a video of baby Bo. In the video, Bo was peacefully resting in his crib making gentle sounds. Shea also shared some words to talk about the difficulties they were going through. She told how being a parent had been like a roller coaster, with late-night feedings, a pile of tiny baby clothes in the laundry, and many nights without sleep. Despite all the challenges, Bo made it all worth it. He was their blessing, their precious little angel, a surprise gift that they did not realize they wanted but now couldn't imagine life without. Shea then shared the sad news that their newborn son was diagnosed with a rare type of cancer just 5 days after they became parents. The baby, Bo, was born with Langerhans cell histiocytosis, LCH, a condition that only affects a few hundred children each year. With this diagnosis, their precious rainbow baby became part of a small, unfortunate group of children who face a challenging battle from the start. LCH is a complex condition caused by an excess of Langerhans cells in the body. These cells are usually present in the skin to defend against infections and toxins. However, an overproduction of these cells can lead to them accumulating in various parts of the body where they shouldn't be. This can result in tissue damage, tumor formation, and serious health issues. While the cells primarily accumulate in bones, they can also spread to other organs like the skin, lymph nodes, liver, spleen, lungs, and even the brain. Shea did not give specific information about the extent of Bo's condition, but she did mention how thankful they were for the care and support they received. They had skilled doctors, caring nurses, and a community that provided love, prayers, and words of encouragement. Shea pointed out that their experience was not only theirs, but also part of a larger story involving many families nationwide dealing with childhood cancer. She mentioned that since Childhood Cancer Awareness Month was ending, they decided to speak up about the kids who are diagnosed with cancer every day. In the United States, 43 children are given this life-changing news daily. Shea wanted to raise awareness, encourage support for research and care, and inspire prayers for affected families by sharing their story. In the video she shared online, baby Bo was wearing a small onesie with a message of hope and strength. The words, "tiny but tough," were printed on his outfit, becoming a symbol of his journey. This message showed that although he was small, he had a strong spirit. Shortly after Shea's post, there was an outpouring of support from all around. Many people expressed their love by liking the post, leaving heartfelt comments, and sending prayers for the little boy and his parents. The HGTV family also showed their support and care. Egypt Sherrod from Married to Real Estate reached out with comforting words and prayers. Jenny Mars from Fixer to Fabulous shared her sadness and offered prayers for Bo's recovery. The other hosts stood in solidarity, demonstrating the love and respect they have for Shea due to her work and kind nature. Fans left comments filled with encouraging words for baby Bo. They called him strong, perfect, and capable of winning this battle. Some offered words of hope for his parents, Shea and Terry, letting them know they had support and were in the thoughts of many. Many fans shared their sadness upon hearing the news, but pledged to continue praying for Bo's recovery and for his family's strength. The amount of love received was immense. It demonstrated how much one family's story could resonate with so many people. The Whitfields' experience became more than just theirs. It became something that connected with everyone who read about them, watched their video, or sent a prayer for their child. As they dealt with their son's diagnosis, they also emphasized the importance of raising awareness about childhood cancer. St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital says that treatment for LCH can vary for each child. Some may need surgery, others may require chemotherapy, and some may get better without significant medical treatment. However, in many cases, children with LCH need to be closely monitored by experts because the disease can affect various organs and systems in the body. Bo faced an uncertain future, but he knew his parents loved him unconditionally. Every time they took care of him, Changing diapers, feeding him, staying up all night, showed how much they cared. Shea and Terry bravely faced this challenging journey, even though they felt both scared and hopeful in their hearts. Throughout everything that happened, baby Beau was always the main focus. He was a small boy with lively eyes and a resilient spirit, showing everyone that strength doesn't depend on size. His new and valuable life became a cause of inspiration. His struggle conveyed a message of love, perseverance, and the significance of helping families going through similar challenges. Beau James's story is not just about difficult times, but also about a strong sense of togetherness among people. It tells the tale of a family dealing with a rare illness and deciding to share their experience to support others. The story reveals the many individuals who showed empathy, support, and care. It focuses on a young boy who, despite his tender age, became a beacon of hope and bravery for many. As time passed, the Whitfields kept going on their journey with the help of love, faith, and support from others. Even though parenthood was not what they had anticipated, it taught them about resilience. Despite their son being small, he was strong, and his strength inspired everyone rooting for him. When Beau was peacefully resting in his crib and making soft sounds, his parents felt reassured by his presence. His every breath, smile, and sound served as a reminder that he was more than just a diagnosis to them. To his parents, he was a precious gift, an angel, and a beacon of light. The realtor who chose strength and love. In the center of Detroit, Michigan, there is a woman named Shea Hicks-Whitfield, whose life is a mix of success and challenges, brightness and darkness, happiness and sorrow. Shea is known to many as the cheerful realtor from HGTV's Bargain Block, who sees potential in rundown homes. But to others, she is a mother, a wife, and a survivor who has overcome tough times with bravery. Her journey goes beyond just real estate, encompassing themes of love, grief, optimism, and the power of family. Shea has established herself in the real estate industry through dedication, perseverance, and nearly 20 years of experience. Raised in Detroit, she has a deep connection to the city's neighborhoods and streets. Starting her career at the Loft Warehouse as a licensed realtor, Shea gained a profound appreciation for the significance of homes in people's lives. To her, a home is more than just a physical structure. It's a space where memories are made, laughter is shared, and families create their legacies. Over time, her talent and expertise improved, and she eventually became a highly respected real estate agent in Detroit. Her hard work paid off when she landed a spot on the popular show Bargain Block on HGTV. She collaborated with Keith Bynum and Evan Thomas, who were known for their ability to renovate neglected homes and make them stunning. They formed a close-knit team with a shared goal and passion for turning old properties into something extraordinary. Keith used his creative imagination for designing, while Evan contributed his expertise in carpentry and building. Shea brought her expertise in pricing, connections to Detroit's communities, and skill in helping families find their dream homes. Together, they worked well together, filling in each other's gaps and creating something incredible. Shea saw Bargain Block as more than just a project. It was a way for her to showcase and celebrate Detroit, the place she calls home. The show gave her the opportunity to demonstrate that even rundown houses can be restored, just like individuals can overcome challenges and heal. Each house that Keith, Evan, and Shea worked on became a powerful symbol of strength and perseverance. While Shea's on-screen persona exuded happiness, in reality she was dealing with personal struggles that ran much deeper than what viewers could see. In August 2022, Shea's life changed completely when she gave birth to her son, Beau James. Becoming a mother brought her immense happiness as she held her baby for the first time. This moment filled her heart with dreams of what was to come. However, just 5 days later, her joy was challenged in a way she never thought possible. Beau was found to have a rare type of cancer known as Langerhans cell histiocytosis, which only affects a small number of children annually. Learning about this diagnosis shortly after giving birth was a shock that no mother is ever ready for. Shea's heart shattered, and her whole world came to a halt. Beau may have been small, but he had a fearless spirit. Right from the start, he demonstrated his strength. Despite undergoing treatments, tests, and frequent visits to the doctor, he faced it all with remarkable bravery, motivating those around him. After just 6 months, Beau achieved the seemingly impossible. He defeated cancer. He showed that even the tiniest individuals can possess immense courage. Shea posted pictures and videos of her son Beau's life on social media. The adorable images of Beau captured the hearts of many with their innocence and brightness. In sharing these moments, Shea not only highlighted the challenges her son faced, but also showcased the strength and beauty of resilience, the presence of hope even in tough times, and the love that binds families during uncertainty. During this period, Shea decided to take a break from her real estate career to focus on her son, Beau. She believed her role as a mother was the most important thing at that time. Fortunately, Shea had the support of her husband, Terry E. Whitfield, who stood by her side through it all. Terry not only offered emotional support, but also became her business partner and life partner. In 2022, Terry got his real estate license and entered the world that Shea had been in for a long time. They worked together to create a new business called Homes Sold by Shea and Terry. When Shea was not able to work, Terry took over and kept the business running. Their partnership was based on love, trust, and commitment. Shea was thankful to Terry for stepping in, managing work and family, and helping her through tough times. Apart from work, Shea and Terry also enjoyed simple pleasures. They started a series on Instagram called Tasting Tuesday, where they posted cooking videos and experimented with new recipes. This wasn't just about food, it was about being together, finding joy in small moments, and showing that life is better shared, even during tough times. Meanwhile, Shea continued to maintain a strong connection with her partners on the show Bargain Block. She looked up to Keith for his ability to see potential in rundown spaces. She also respected Evan for his carpentry skills and his ability to bring Keith's ideas to reality. Shea recognized the importance of her contributions to the team, such as her knowledge of Detroit, experience in real estate, and fair pricing expertise. Shea frequently thought about her experiences, remembering that she had worked as a real estate agent since 2004. She acknowledged how Detroit had influenced her, and how she was familiar with every neighborhood, seeing them as more than just streets and blocks, but as vibrant communities with unique stories. Her love for her city was clear in everything she said and did. What do you think about Shea Hicks-Whitfield? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more celebrity gist. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.